Don't ever change for anybody. Don't ever trade your soul. Don't even listen to him. He don't know nothing at all. Try not to get too involved, but really it's breaking my heart.
Hey guys, I am back with another one, and yes, I'm in the same outfit from last time because I am double recording. I am still healing from surgery, as everyone knows. So when I'm up and recording, that's when I'm going to get some recording in. So y'all going to see me and the Rugrats in another one. So this, I want to talk about how important it is to vet your bariatric team, not just your surgeon, the whole team. Like, go into the office, see how you're being treated by his PA, see how the secretaries are, see how their procedures work. Like, it is very important, and I didn't do that, and I hate that I didn't do that. So let me be the one to tell y'all from experience that I wish I had done that. I was recommended to a doctor by my cousin who had the surgery before, but the doctor it's a long story. I was originally going to that doctor, but somehow the appointment got mixed up and lost or something when I called. And so I just got another surgeon in that same health network. So I just went with another surgeon. And it's so crazy because the day after I went to that appointment with the other surgeon, the first surgeon's team fixed the mistake and called me to come in. But I was just so gung-ho about, okay, I already got a surgeon. I met with somebody, had a consultation, and let's just move forward. I was so gung-ho with that I didn't go to that other appointment, and I should have. I really, really should have. Because let me tell you, I do not like the staff at my surgeon's office. I just don't like that bariatric team. It's not supportive. They are very curt. It's just, I can't do it. Today was my 10th day post-op, and it was my first post-op checkup, and I was going in there to tell that PA off, honey. Now, with my situation, there's a PA there. Her name was Julie. I didn't like Julie from day one. You can tell when someone is condescending, or you could just tell when your vibe and my vibe may not mix. You could be a wonderful person, and that's all good. But if my vibe and your vibe don't mix, then that's just what it is. It's okay. Everyone's not going to like everyone. Everyone's not going to get along with everyone. And that didn't turn out to be a good situation for me, especially when it's a medical professional or part of your medical team. So that didn't work out for me. And I'm going to tell you where the issue came in at. The issue was that when I started going to my appointments, I was finding out the rules about how everything works. It was told to me by one of the staff members. Her name is Kiki, and I'm gonna tell you about Kiki too. Julie's white, Kiki's black. Both of them are older than me. I'm 36, so both of them are either in their mid 40s or I would get earlier mid 40s. So I'm gonna get into that. But Julie, the problem with Julie was that I was insisting on getting my surgery early. Kiki had told me that because of the type of insurance that I have, which is Highmark Home Care, that I was not going to be able to get my surgery before 6 months. That's just how it is. No matter what's going on, you have to wait 6 months before you can get your surgery. And I'm naturally asking questions like, that doesn't make sense. If my surgery is approved by my insurance because of the medical issues that I'm having, which for me is severe obstructive sleep apnea and pre-diabetes, as well as a vitamin D deficiency, just know after surgery you're gonna like burp a lot and like hiccup a lot. But like I'm like, so if you know that I have, you know what I mean, these illnesses, and you know that I have these health problems, and for me the biggest problem with my obstructive sleep apnea is that I have an intolerance to my CPAP, which it's not like you don't tell them you have an intolerance. They can tell because they track your sleeping on your CPAP. It gets recorded and sent to a medical team, and they correspond with you. So it was determined that I have an intolerance to my CPAP. So y'all know that I have a condition that causes my heart to pump extra harder. It can give me an aneurysm and cause other problems, including death, being that the treatment for the medical condition that I have an intolerance to. So you guys know that at any night I can go to sleep and not wake up. At any night, if I go to sleep, I can have an aneurysm. Why would you make me wait 6 months if I don't need to? And that's the logic that I was applying. I'm pre-diabetic. Why would y'all allow it to progress when there's something that we can do so that it doesn't have to? So that's the logic that I had when I contacted my insurance company. So I contacted the insurance company. They told me that's not their policy. They said the physician can request up to 6 months waiting for a medically supervised diet if they find it necessary. So it's not that you have to wait. It's that there could be a possibility that you'll have to wait if your surgeon suggests that you go on a medically supervised diet. I'm like, okay. I conveyed that information to Julie via MatchArt. This was my first interaction with Julie. So she responded and she said, like, basically, she's never seen it happen early. There's one person she knows, and the whole time she's been doing this, that got their surgery early, and it was someone who was going blind because of like really severe medical issues. And that's the only time she's ever seen it get pushed along. And I told her, you know what I mean? That's not my situation. That has nothing to do with me. That doesn't mean that you don't submit my information early because of what you've seen in the past. Everybody is different. Everybody's situation is different. I don't even know how long ago you're talking about. You could be talking about something that happened 5 years ago for all I know. And because you had that experience, or you have the experience that you have, that doesn't mean that you don't do what needs to be done for me or what I'm asking you to do in my situation. And yeah, you should do it because I'm asking you, because it's not something I can do. Only you can do it. So I'm asking you to do it. If they tell me no, then they tell me no. Y'all, we went back and forth in MatchArt numerous times, numerous messages, and there's really no point to bring them up because it's saying what I'm saying. I'm telling her, look, I'm not being condescending. I understand what you're saying, but in my situation, like, that's not my situation. All I'm asking you to do is just, you know what I mean, put the paperwork in, because that's what my insurance company is telling me, that that's all you need to do is submit the request. So she tells me, okay, well, regardless of that, you still have to have these 3 office visits and a visit with the psychiatrist. Okay, fine. So she moved up my appointment from March to February. So by February will be all 3 of my appointments. I had one in December, one in January. February will be my 3rd and last, because during that appointment, I was going to meet with the psychiatrist. So that will be all of my requirements. So she's like, well, let's just do that first, and then we'll go from there. I feel like she did that to placate me a little bit, but whatever, because I still need that step to happen. So let's do it. Come February, I go to that appointment. I have the appointment. I meet with Julie. She never brings up the fact that her and I had this conversation for a 2-day long conversation. She never brought it up. She never was like, oh, hey, like, and I know you wanted your surgery moved up. So these are the steps we're going to take, or this is what we need to do moving forward. She never brought it up, y'all. So I didn't bring it up. What I did was, after all of my work, that was the last requirements that I needed. I contacted my insurance when I left just to make sure everything was good. I spoke with billing. I spoke with I forgot what the department was that handles the yay or nay, basically. So I spoke with all of those people. They said it's a go. Tell them to submit your paperwork. So I hit Julie. This is the same day of that appointment, just after the appointment. I hit Julie on MatchArt and I told her, you know what I'm saying? Well, it wasn't brought up at my appointment, but I just hung up on my insurance company. And now that all my requirements is met, I need you to submit my information to my insurance company, submit the request. So now she says, well, let's get you think you could get a referral from your ear, nose, and throat doctor, because that's who deals with my sleep apnea, is my ear, nose, and throat doctor. So I said, sure, like, that shouldn't be a problem at all, because I didn't know anything about gastric sleeves or gastric bypasses or weight loss surgery before I spoke to my ear, nose, and throat doctor, because that's who recommended that I get this surgery. I just wanted the Inspire implant for my sleep apnea, but she told me just all around health-wise and everything that she felt like a gastric sleeve was going to be better for me and a better fit for me at my age. So that's how I started researching the gastric sleeve in the first place. So of course she'll write me a referral, and she did. She wrote me a referral. She emailed it. She faxed it to the Bariatric Institute. So now, let's say about a week or so passed. I say, I contact Julie again and ask her if she submitted my request. Y'all, did she say no? Oh no, we never received the referral or the reference. I know what she called a support letter. That's what she called it. We never received a support letter from your ear, nose, and throat doctor. I'm like, bitch, yes, I did. But even if y'all didn't, it's a week later. Why did you not reach out, or why did you not say nothing or ask anything? So I'm like, okay. I reached back out to my ear, nose, and throat doctor. She said, I've been sent that. Shawnee, I sent it the same day. And I know that she did, because the day she sent it, she messaged me a match chart and told me that I just sent it. This is the fax number I sent it to. This is the that. So I know for a fact she sent it, y'all. Like, I don't know if I should put in these match short messages or not, but maybe I will. Maybe I'll put the match short messages in so y'all see exactly what I'm talking about, because my ear, nose, and throat doctor messaged me as soon as she sent it off and told me that she sent it off. So I know that she sent it off, and there will be dates that she sent it versus when Julie tells me that she didn't get it. So I'm like, all right. So I told my ear, nose, and throat doctor one better. Can y'all send it to me? And then I'll send it to them. That way I'll know. So they was like, absolutely, no problem. Emailed it to me the next day, because it was after business hours at this time. They emailed me first thing in the morning the next day, sent me the support letter, and then I put the support letter in a conversation in match chart with Julie and I, so that it was documented, not through an email, not through a fax. I put it in match chart because you can add attachments to match chart. So I put it in my chart so that I had a paper trail between me and Julie's conversations that, yes, you did. Here's the letter again. Now submit it. She submitted the information. She submitted it to my insurance company, and less than a week later I was approved. Less than a week later I was approved. She submitted it on a Thursday. On that Monday I was approved. So she was salty about that. So what she did was, she didn't call me, because I'm sure all of y'all can agree that that's something you call a patient about. Your bariatric life-changing surgery has been approved. That's a phone call. Because if y'all know how match chart works, the only way you know you have a message is if you check your email, because there'll be an email saying that you have a new message in match chart. There's no notifications or nothing. It doesn't just pop up on your phone. So if you're not checking your email to see if you have a match chart notification, you don't even know it's there. So she didn't call me first and foremost to tell me that I was approved. She sent me a message in match chart, and it started off just like this, y'all. Not no good afternoon, good morning, hi, how are you, a greeting. A pet peeve of mine is to communicate with someone with no greeting. That just chaps my ass. So she just says, so, with like a S with a bunch of O's, to my surprise, your surgery was approved. So, like, these are the dates available, XYZ, blah, blah, blah. What you mean, so, to your surprise? Come on, sis. Relax, chill. Just because other situations didn't go the way you wanted them to go, that has nothing to do with my situation. From that point on, Julie and I have been having these like little condescending interactions. I think it really burns her up that I wouldn't allow her to just tell me that I had to wait 6 months. She really just wanted me to let that go, for me to just listen to what she said, and that be the end of it, and let it go. And when I didn't, I just rubbed her the wrong way. Like, it really did. And it really, like, was the straw that broke the camel's back once the surgery actually did get approved. And not just got approved, but it got approved quickly. She submitted that information on a Thursday. I was approved by Monday. I had the letter from my insurance company by that Tuesday or Wednesday. So it was approved ASAP, which I knew it was because I was communicating actively with my insurance company. So why that bothered Julie, I don't know. And moving forward, the rest of our interactions have just been really just toxic. Like, they have just been crazy, because Julie does not like me. She's one of them people that, like, why is this bitch so special? Why does this bitch think she's special? Or what is the situation? Like, and there are a lot of people like her. There are plenty of people in the world like her who just don't like when things go well for other people, or when things don't go the way they say they're going to go. If you tell me that it's going to be 50 degrees today and I say, no, it's going to be 70, and she insisting it's going to be 50, but today is 70, that burns people up. And I don't know what it is. So I also, like, when I reached out to my bariatric team on day like 5 or so after my surgery, I'm telling them, I'm trying to communicate with them like, well, I'm hungry. I'm taking in anywhere from 48 to 64 ounces of water a day. I'm drinking 2 protein shakes and I'm still hungry. We need to get a plan, or how soon can I advance to phase 2, or like what can we do, because I'm hungry to the point where I'm having hunger pains, y'all. Like, not just, oh, I'm hungry, I want something. I'm hungry, and when you're hungry, you're uncomfortable. It's hard for you to sleep. It's altering your mood. Like, numerous things are going wrong when you're hungry. So I sent that message on a Friday, and I sent it directly to the surgeon because, again, I don't like to talk to Julie. Our last couple interactions have not been like, I can't do it because I can only be nice for so long. So I sent the message to the doctor, but Julie's the one that responded. I sent the message on Friday. So at Sunday at 8:57 p.m., this girl gonna message me and gonna say, first question, aren't you still on a liquid diet? Question mark, question mark, question mark. To some people, that may sound like, oh, you're being too sensitive. But for all of my girlies and all of my people, all of my guys who has worked in a professional space, and there's email etiquette, okay? There's certain stuff that you don't do that you already know is antagonistic. It's antagonistic, and you already know how it's going to go. Like, there's a passive aggressive way to email. What you mean, first question, aren't you still on a liquid diet? Bitch, you tell me. You part of my medical team. Don't ask me no motherfucking rhetorical questions. I'm a grown-ass woman. Don't ask me, aren't you still on a liquid diet? Bitch, you tell me. Because if I said, no, I'm not on a liquid diet, wouldn't you have been like, well, who said that? Or who cleared you for that? That would have been your response. So don't ask me no motherfucking, well, aren't you still on a liquid diet? Question mark, question mark, question mark. And then she tries to clear it up by asking me some other questions like, okay, well, how much liquid are you drinking? Blah, 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 blah. And says, these are just some of the questions we like to ask when it's like, sorry for the barrage of questions, but these are some questions we like to ask when the patient is a week out. So I respond to her, like, first answer, yes, I'm on a liquid diet. I didn't say I wasn't on a liquid diet. What I said was that I was hungry. And I answered some of the other questions. And I said, you talking about this is which I do a week out. Tomorrow is officially 1 week for me. You could have waited till tomorrow during business hours and asked me these questions. And you could have did it without the condescending rhetorical question that you asked me before you got into the real questions. Because that was just you being you, because you and I don't get along. And I know everybody's not going to get it, but the people who get it, get it. There is a very passive-aggressive and condescending way to send messages. There was no need for her to say, first question, aren't you on a liquid diet? Bitch, yes. Who said I wasn't? I said I was hungry. And when can I start advancing to stage 2? Or what milestones do I need to be at before I can advance to phase 2? That's what I asked you, and that's all the fuck you had to answer. I don't like Julie. I was waiting. Today was my 10-day post-op, and I was hoping to see her. I was going to record for y'all me cussing her ass out, because don't let anybody talk to you any type of way. We are adults and we are grown, and no, I wasn't going to go in there cussing at her or calling her a bunch of bitches. I know how to be real nice, nasty. The same way we send those condescending, passive-aggressive emails is the way I was going to talk to her today, and she would have got the message loud and clear, and I was going to make it clear that I don't want her to be a part of my medical team any longer. I do not need this person to have any access to anything medically for me. So I did change PAs today. So I changed to a different PA today. But that's just part of the reason why it's important to vet your medical staff. The other reason is Kiki. Kiki's cool, but Kiki is one of those people who's an oversharer, and she makes me uncomfortable. I'm not really super social. I'm not really super personable. And she's one of those oversharers. Like, I'd be like, how you doing today, Kiki? Oh, girl, not so good today. I'm remembering my mom who died, and then my aunt died 2 weeks after that. And then I was like, oh, okay. And then it's like, so I'll go to another appointment. Oh, hey, Kiki, hi, how are you? Girl, not so good. I'm taking these classes, and I've been taking them online, and now they want them to be on site, and they're making us get a second COVID booster to do it, and I don't want to take the COVID booster, and this, and I'm just like, is the doctor here today? Like, it's one of those things. Some people are comfortable with that, and some people are personable, and they want to know about your personal life, and maybe y'all want to be friends with y'all medical staff and all of that, but it's uncomfortable for me, and I feel like I'm not the only person like me Because I don't know what I'm supposed to say. Am I supposed to hug you or console you? Or like, I don't know what I'm supposed to say to that. I honestly don't. Another, and these are not like things I'm making up. These are actual interactions I've had with her. Like the one time, I'm like, hey Kiki, and she's like, oh hey Cece, let me tell you, I met a guy on Facebook, and he's an older guy, and girl goes into telling me all of this stuff, and yeah, and it's okay, it's not my usual type, but he's fine, he's financially stable, and this, that, and the third, and I got to be open about my diabetes, because I was nervous about that, and come to find out he has diabetes too, so he understands me, and this, that, and the third, but he's a lot older than me, and I've never dated a guy that much older than me. Y'all, all I said was hi. I promise you. All I said was hi. And now I know that Kiki's late mother, her birthday is the day after mine. She's having a birthday party for her at a candle making shop. Her favorite color is purple. Her second favorite color is green. Her daughter's baby's died in a tragic carbon monoxide poisoning incident. So now her daughter has a baby and she's a single mom, and the guy's dead. Her mom's dead. Her aunt's dead. I don't know why I know all this about Kiki, y'all. I'm not making none of that up. That was all real stories. I've had 3 appointments. Y'all, mind you, I had my appointment in December, my appointment in January, and my appointment in February. Plus the one today. So I've had 4 appointments. She didn't get crazy today. But in those 3 appointments, I learned all that about Kiki, y'all. It is very important to vet your medical staff. Not to mention the people in reception. One day I went to my appointment and you do the e-check-in. I did an e-check-in, and so I came and sat straight down because that's the point of the e-check-in, right? Don't you know that they forgot to add my e-check-in to the chart? And I was just out there sitting, and nobody there's 3 of them sitting up there in reception. Nobody said, well, ma'am, are you waiting for somebody? Do you have an appointment? Nobody asked that. Once a lady came in and said that she was late. And they was like, oh, okay, well, we have cancellation or a spot open or something, so you're fine. At that point, I'm like, hold up. I walked up to them and said something to them, and they was like, oh, look, it is right here. It's in yellow. We forgot to press it to green. Oh, sorry. I said, so y'all just gave that lady my appointment time? Y'all gonna have to roll her big ass back out here so I could go to my appointment and go. I got somebody outside waiting for me. Like, none of y'all, they were like, oh, okay, well, next time, so even if you do the e-check-in, still tell them that you're here. I said I did. There's literally a button that you push on the e-check-in and it says, I'm here. What do you mean? Like, and even if that wasn't the case, y'all don't scan the room. There was nobody else in the room, y'all. I had been sitting there for like 25, 30 minutes. Nobody thought to say, well, ma'am, are you waiting on someone or whatever? Nobody thought to say that. The whole team was trash, if you ask me. Just terrible. And these are the people that I have to deal with for the next however long in my journey with VSG. So it is very important to vet your medical staff, okay? These people are going to be in your life for a long time to come. Don't be like me, okay? Learn from my mistakes. Don't do what I did. Vet your medical staff, y'all, because it is very important. But that's it for this one, and I will see you guys in the next one. If you like my content, you want to see more content like this, if you want me to answer any questions specifically for you guys, like if y'all want like some real raw answers and some real truth and some real reality, go ahead and ask your girl, because I'm going to give it to y'all just like that. I'm not going to be trying to sugarcoat or be politically correct or whatever. So if you want to see some more content from me, if there's anything specific that you want to see, go on ahead, like this video, dislike this video, leave a good comment, leave a terrible comment. Any engagement is good engagement. But subscribe to the channel if you want to follow my journey, because I guarantee we are going on a ride. And I'll see you in the next one.
Butterfly, you're a butterfly. Butterfly, wings spread, just let it fly. Butterfly.